Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
53.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Allen. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Chino going to hand it to Genty.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
On the option is Smith himself.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Smith. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice connection there, finding its target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely look to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
It's Myers again with another catch.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the 50, it's Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Las Vegas. First and 10.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty, his second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way down to the 5.
49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Kyron Williams,
his second touchdown on the season.
and the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll go again with Genty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
To throw is Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him, not touchdown.
Brock Bowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 more there and another 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the 24-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew it's going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. It's Smith. He'll buy some time right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Smith.
To the left side, pass caught by Thornton.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Dante Thornton.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll roll him out right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23.
That's really just me here.
6 yards on the return.
What's up, man?
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
I am in the 3rd quarter versus Kev.
Simply be looking to build off the
I'm in the 3rd quarter versus Kev. Yeah.
When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
I mean, it is respectable.
And they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. This will be caught by Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just beating the play clock, Smith rolling to his right.
He dropped it? Wow.
That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get.
They're gonna call that a deflection. I don't even think he deflected it.
And they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
Crap, he drags you too forward. Come on, man.
Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Williams going to get it on 2nd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They go play action here on 1st down.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the as we start the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Let's see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Brother.
You have to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino.
Yes, Gino, yes.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That's caught.
I dove from fucking so far away, bro.
The gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Gino now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Oh, wow, bro.
Right here, knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Throwing now is Gino.
Oh, He can get that. I know he can do that.
Be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second play waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful.
Kevin's quarterback just can't hit a blind side of the barn, dude. That's pretty bad.
Your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use it.
What the fuck?
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Shaw.
How the fuck did he catch that?
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3
It's not bad.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Come on in.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Grab it upside down, Barstool. Oh, I'm sure it's the one I'm referring to. It's how do you fit 4 gay dudes on one bar stool? Turn it upside down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Smith now to throw.
Oh, why did I do that?
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd.
I just take myself out of fucking field goal range.
As they stop it here with a minute 7 remaining.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's A.J. Cole now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And
Damn it!
Carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But oh my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
And that's caught by Williams.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The decision made for them.
You're a filthy bitch.
It's 4th down.
try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Once again, it's Genty.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Las Vegas,
they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You just dropped a molly. Fucking weird shit.
Oh, so he comes back. Oh, okay.